Good morning and welcome. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams, Coaching and Tarot. Hope y'all are doing fantastic. Today is Thursday and it's our daily reading. I'm sticking with the Barbieri today. Feels like it's going in the right way. Let's see what we have going on. What do we have going on today? Okay, current situation. Oop, there's that Five of Swords, present influence, Two of Cups, future influence, Star, unexpected, Six of Swords, challenge, strength, Four of Swords. Where does this lead? Ooh, justice, death, King of Pentacles, advice, Two of Pentacles. We had Two of Pentacles as our advice yesterday. So, oh, look at that. There's a Nine of Cups. Now, if I remember, I'm hoping I remember this right. I think we had the Devil, I think, was at the bottom of the deck. But I remember the Nine of Cups was right after it. I'm pretty sure. Now, well, I might be wrong, but the Ten of Swords, and I'll have to go back and look. The Ten of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So there is something here about just an ending. Something ended. Now, with the Two of Cups being in the present influence, it could have been some kind of relationship that ended. The Five of Swords, though, in the current situation, feels a little bit, I'm not going to say rough. I feel like it feels more, how much do I really want to put into this kind of feeling? I was going to look at that's the Black Cat Tarot. I wonder if I have it. I've got stuff all over the place. Hold on. So I was looking for the guide on this deck, but who knows? I have the Black Cat, I have the Ghost Tarot, I have all those guides, all of them, but but what I'm looking for. I've been moving stuff around a little bit, so I'm sure it's somewhere. I just try to keep like my table's a mess, like towards where you can't see me, where you can't see. There's just a ton of decks here. So the Five of Swords, I mean, realistically, this is maybe someone's not playing quite fairly. I feel like there's something really interesting here, especially with the Justice coming in, where this leads. There's something that doesn't feel right. I'm going to be honest. Like, it just doesn't feel right. I'm going to clarify this. The Two of Cups, is facing that Five of Swords too. And I look at that going, you're walking right into a trap. I mean, that's the feeling I got when I put it down. It's like, oh, don't walk into that trap. But let's clarify that, because I could be totally wrong, but I would just be careful. There's something here where, let's look at the Five of Swords first. Tell me about this Five of Swords. Tell me about the Five of Swords, please, in the current situation. Six of Wands, King of Wands, Page of Cups. I mean, I feel like there could be someone that comes in and there's some kind of recognition happening here. I mean, I just feel like it could be about something that's maybe on the passionate side. And I feel like this does have to do with some kind of offer. Let's clarify the Two of Cups. My first gut instinct is be careful if someone comes in with some kind of offer. I don't know if it's like meant to be anything, but it feels very Five of Swordsy, like someone maybe, you know, hiding something, not playing fairly. And when we say not playing fairly, it could mean a lot of things, right? It's like um, they'll use anything to win and even cheat. And if there's anything here that feels, it feels to me like they will, like they'll use anything in their power. Two of Cups. So this could be some kind of partnership where something is happening, you know, and tell me more about the Two of Cups. Six of Cups, Hermit, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I'd be really careful. I feel like this is definitely someone that you've had in your past before. So if there is someone at your work, I've got Three of Pentacles here, or, and I'm worried. I worry because it's like, um, well, I would just be careful. Just be careful. I want to leave it right there because with it being collective, it's really hard for me to like dig really deep. If this was personal reading, it would be different. But anyway, let's keep going. So the Six of Cups, Hermit, and then we have the Three of Pentacles here, right? Wait, sorry, Three of Pentacles, and it feels like I feel like you are searching for something that I think you're searching, I think you're looking away from the past and you're walking forward. Because if you look, the Hermit's not facing that Six of Cups and it's headed to the Three of Pentacles and you're trying to find and that's what you're looking for here. This is not necessarily a relationship. It could be, but it's more about you on a journey. And that's what the Two of Cups is actually in this deck. It's not necessarily about love. The Three of Cups is more in this deck. But, and it looks like a journey and it looks like a solo journey. But I feel like this is what, you know, the Hermit is the search and the Three of Pentacles is that collaboration, that teamwork. You are definitely looking for something to really um, solidify a team or um, I almost feel like you want to feel like you belong, like you really want to feel that way. Now, going back to that Five of Swords, um, just make sure that everybody has their best intention here. And again, I think it's just being careful because we do have the Star. So there is really good stuff coming in. The Star's in your future influence. That's all about when I see it in the future, I really like it because whatever this situation is could take off definitely in the right direction, leading you at minimum to a good place. So let's look at the Star, please. What is the Star in the future influence? Tell me about the Star, please. And even with where it leads, like justice, death, and that's really good. And I'll get there, but I like that. So tell me about the Star. Okay, King of Pentacles pops up, Page of Swords pops up, and the Magician. This is, I think, this could be learning about something. So there is some kind of, I almost wanted to say winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, I don't know where that came from. But that's what I feel like. It's a win. And I don't know why. The King of Pentacles. Now, and I'm getting a lot of feeling like work here, but it could be money and it could be you stepping up. But this Star, there's giving you real hope on learning the truth about something. And I think it's this King of Pentacles. Again, I think that's who you have to be careful of. And I don't, because we have the Magician here. But I do believe the Star is leading to the truth with that Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is definitely can be about truth. And I feel like it has to do with something that you feel was being hidden from you and that you didn't know about. And I feel like you will learn about that, which does lead you to and look, like the page of the Ace of Swords is right here too, which is learning and clarifying. So I do feel like with that, Star is definitely headed in the right direction for you. I like that. Now, what I do like even more is that Six of Swords and the unexpected, because I feel like this is the understanding of where you need to go next and where you need to head. And it kind of comes in unexpectedly. And I think it has to do with that King of Pentacles. Now, it doesn't have to be a male, but I feel like it could be somewhat of power. manager in your job, anyone up on the totem pole, or a father type figure as well, someone important to you. But tell me about the Six of Swords. Eight of Cups, Two of Wands, Four of Pentacles. I feel like there's been this thought that you've absolutely had to walk away from something, and the Eight of Cups, and then the Two of Wands is, I just don't, I need to make sure that I plan this. And then the Four of Pentacles, because I keep holding on to it, right? So I need to get away. This is you finally getting away, because this is where you've been kind of stuck. I need to get away from something. I need to move away from something that's not serving me anymore. How do I get there? Oh no, I don't have the courage, so I'm holding on. And this is, I feel like, you loosening this Four of Pentacles. I've got what I need now. And that Four of Pentacles is twofold, because the Four of Pentacles is holding on to things. It's also understanding what you have, packed away in your knowledge base, in your, all of those things. So I feel like it's definitely that energy of, okay, I got this. I can do this now. And that's why it's unexpected. You've been wanting to do this for a while. You've been wanting to get away for a while, whatever, walk away from a situation. And this star is helping you a ton. That star is very important. So you have the strength in your challenge. There's going to be something here where you really need to pull in, because it's hard, right? This no matter what, this Six of Swords is going to be hard. How to move away? How am I going to do this? And I think the challenge is keeping strong in this situation. So tell me about this strength and the challenge. Two of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups. So, there might be something. I feel like the Two of Pentacles, there might be some kind of attention that you were paying. Someone was paying to you or something, and that's over. The Ten of Swords. And it kind of had to do with some wishes or dreams that you've had. So it's been really hard for you to be strong about this, because it was something that was really important to you. So you feel like almost disappointed about that, but it's making you wonder about the future. And that's why it's hard to be strong, because it was something that was super important to you with this Nine of Cups. And that's where the strength really has to come in. However, the Four of Swords is in your strength, which means you've healed overall. I mean, guys know how I feel about healing. And sometimes you may never heal. It's understanding those things more than anything. So let's look at the Four of Swords. What is the Four of Swords? Tell me about it. Page of Cups, the World, and Seven of Swords. Yeah. So this is something that in a relationship, a gift, it's come to a natural end. It's reached its goal. It's done what it was supposed to do. The Seven of Swords is, I feel like you know that now. You've taken back that. You understand that it came to a natural end. Nothing terrible, nothing horrible, just a natural end, which allows you to say, okay, this is mine now. I'm going to take back my life. I need to move forward. Got the Fool right there. Yeah, like it. Yeah. Yep. But I mean, we all need to heal. So that time that you've taken to heal, it's done. Again, healing can take a while, but I think healing to the point where you can now go, okay, I need to move forward. We have the Justice and where this leads. So I'm curious about this, because the Justice is the right thing happening. It's also about balance too. And this is asking you to balance things out. Don't pay too much attention to one life area, but I feel like there's more to that Justice. I feel like there's something there about you understanding something. The Justice can also make things very clear. It's another one of those cards. Tell me about the Justice and where this leads. Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Temperance. Yeah, I think you'll understand that this is the right thing to move away. And the Two of Pentacles is interesting to me, because it leads to the temperance. And I think this whole thing is reminding you about keeping balance. So the temperance is emotional balance. The justice is, you know, that physical balance with the scales. So there is a feeling here of things happening exactly what they're supposed to do, because you need to move away. That Six of Swords, Two of Pentacles, understanding what needs to be put into play here. What areas do you need to balance out in your life? And what and at the same time, this is about putting everything into balance with the temperance on top of that. I really like this because we've got the death card after the justice. So once, you know, they go, okay, this is exactly what's supposed to happen. Now we've got death, and death is about transformation. And especially in this deck, even more so, the butterflies are coming off of her finger. She's like learning, awakening, growing. Tell me more about the death card here that comes after justice. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Tell me about the death card. Ooh. Tower of Judgment, Knight of Pentacles. So yeah, like the death, the Tower was yesterday too. I remember that. And then the Justice is that renewal from that, coming out of those ashes of that tower. That's you. You're coming out of those ashes from that tower. You're just, and I like that. I like that combo, especially with the Tower first and the Judgment second. And it feels like it's coming out. Now we've got the Knight of Pentacles. This is also something that's been in the making for a while. You've been trying to work through this for a while. So this is definitely something that you are going to feel really good about, because you've done it. You've dealt with that blow, whatever changed. And the Knight of Pentacles, again, is just that patience. Now, it does lead to the King of Pentacles. I'm very interested about that. Oh, and the Devil's here. So, see, you're healing for sure. I want to actually pull one more card after the Devil, or after King of Pentacles. What comes after the King, please? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles there. Okay, so tell me about this King of Pentacles that comes after the Death. I feel like there's definitely some growth here with that King of Pentacles, but let's see if this is a person. I mean, I like this. I like this king. Okay. Some of these pictures are great. Tell me about the king. Yeah, I did. I did raise my eyebrows. So tell me about this king. Tell me about the king here. Oh, Five of Cups, Tower, Hierophant. This is someone now that's been disappointed you in the past. There was a change here. This is the change. And there is a difference here. So whatever you've come out of the ashes for, I feel like you're going to be more committed to something else. This king, I feel like, could be your, it could be just you, honestly, like growing, because there's something, you were disappointed in the past, but that tower came and that's what changed things. But it did lead to a more committed situation. With the Hierophant. Also, with the Hierophant there too, there's definitely a feeling of, you know, higher power. And it's like almost like the higher powers that work here. This could also be for some of you, because it's the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is like, it could be a teacher or something like that. This could be someone that comes in, well, it was someone that disappointed you, but things have changed. Like they aren't going to keep disappointing you anymore, whatever that looks like, because of that tower. And I feel like there's something here about growth as well with that Hierophant there. Yeah, again, this was a disappointment. That was on the bottom of the deck when I was shuffling these. So anything more about the Knight of Pentacles? So this is, I mean, I feel like this is good, because I feel like whatever you're doing here is carrying into the future. I think I get the overall feeling that there's, the summary is something you really had to heal from, basically. And you know that Two of Cups is on that journey by yourself, but you're headed towards that Five of Swords, which is, okay, what really happened here? And then the Six of Swords is you, oh, then the Star, of course, is awesome. But the Six of Swords is you finally realizing you've been trying to walk away from the situation, and you finally realize you have. And that comes from the Four of Swords being in your strength. So this is the continuation of that journey. I'm going to keep moving forward, and it's going to happen over time, and it's going to be, you know, with very much intent on how you want to move forward. Tell me more about this Knight of Pentacles. I don't think it's somebody in the clarifiers might prove me wrong, but let's see. I don't. Ace of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Two of Swords. So yeah, this is a situation where yeah, you got a new beginning here. And it leads to the Knight of Pentacles. Now you will be given a choice here. So this is going to be something actually that I think is really good. This could be very much job related. This other person could affect your job, but I feel like this is very much job related. And I feel like with that Knight of Pentacles is really good because whatever way you're headed looks to be the right way, even though you will have to make a decision here. But there is this Knight of Pentacles is an opportunity, and it's an opportunity to move forward. And again, some of you, and look, Eight of Wands. Comes from a message. So yeah, there's going to be a great opportunity or a good opportunity coming in so that it leads you into a better future or a better situation. Two of Pentacles, and I mean, this is really about keeping everything in check, right? Like, don't over promise, don't over focus. You've got other things in your life that you need to pay attention to, you know. And I think that's all this is understanding that you want to keep everything even. And when we're going through something like this, there's a real tendency to focus on that, and especially if it's hard. And you know, and if there's something that's not taking your mind off of it, it's really easy to focus. And using the Two of Pentacles energy of like keeping everything in check, everything in balance, hopefully that helps you take your mind off of one situation, because it's like, okay, wait, I got to focus on this for right now. I'll come back to that, but I got to focus on this, which takes your mind and frees yourself up from the situation, which also gives you more power to do changes or anything like that. So I do feel like there's kind of like a push-pull there, but I think it's good because the Two of Pentacles is more than just balancing things. Again, it takes your mind off of things when you focus on something else for a bit, you know, and it could be literally just like for an hour or just the whole day. Just make sure that you're focusing a little bit on everything, and that gets your mind free from that other situation. So there you have your reading for today. Hope you liked it. Please hit that thumbs up button. It really does help. Take care.